Welcome to our time management application. This project was selected and done by our three group members, Kyle Amaral, Garangadasa Baran, and Siobhan Charles. The project was selected to help students tackle the problem of poor time management practices. The design problem was to create an application that will be able to capture information about daily events in the life of a UV student, perform appropriate computations, and display the captured information to the user in a well-designed user interface. Some of the goals outlined by the application would be capturing important information about a particular event, giving daily reminders and motivation, allowing you options to store notes and other necessary data, and showing your progress, which is using you as a tool to motivate yourself. The application description. This will be an Android application that is intended for use by university students. Application description. The application proposed will be used by students of the University of the West Indies. The intention of this application is to provide students with a user-friendly interface. Application Time Manage was developed to meet the goals outlined in the design problem. The stakeholders of this application are UE students. However, our app can be implemented by any other tertiary institution with a few changes. Research methods. For our project, we implemented 3 research methods. These were surveys, interviews, and overt participant observation. In the initial phase of our project, we used surveys to capture user data using an online Google form. For the findings, the survey was distributed to approximately 50 persons. The purpose of the survey was to capture the requirements for the project. The survey also captured information about the intended user. Most of the participants were in the age range of 18 to 25 years. The majority of responses indicated that the persons do indeed struggle with time management. Responses also indicated that they would like to use a time management application to help them keep track of important activities in their lives. Data collected from the survey assisted in deciding what services will be provided by the various interfaces provided by the application. The general consensus could be inferred that persons would like to have a time management application that could keep track of their daily activities as a UE student. Interview. Interviews were chosen to allow individuals to elaborate on the responses from the online survey. Interviews allow the interviewer to gain more specific data by asking follow-up questions. The interview is conducted to gather personal data about the user, their preferences and tastes. The interview is conducted to gather personal data about the user, their preferences and tastes. Being a UE student, students were selected from various faculties across campus, and an effort was made to choose students of varying backgrounds. The findings of the interview. The first set of questions will focus on what features the user would like to see from the application. We gained a variety of responses, which included ideas pertaining to the theme of the application, what kinds of backgrounds would be most suitable, what kinds of data they would want to capture about each activity. The first set of questions will focus on what features the user would like to see from the application. We gained a variety of responses, which included ideas pertaining to the theme of the application, what kinds of backgrounds would be most suitable, and what kinds of data the user would want to be captured about each event. Input from the users who tested the app during the interviews assisted in designing the position of the buttons, types and sizes of the images, appropriate labeling, use of white space, etc. Overt participant observation. One of the main focuses of the application is to make the interface attractive as described in the project description. Hence, for the observational research, we observed the user as he interacted with the startup screen of the application. From observing different participants as they used the application, it was observed that the client had no problems navigating through the application thus far. At no point the user looked frustrated, enforcing our goal that the interface should be easy to use. Many clients responded favorably to the different faculty icons appearing on the welcome screen. This prompted us to enforce this throughout the application and continue this trend. However, the background color of the application made some clients uncomfortable as it was too colorful. A solution was proposed by some clients as to make it possible for them to import a background of their own choice. Implementing this was considered, but in the end, the final product did not contain this functionality. However, the problem was fixed with the colorful backgrounds, as Kyle will discuss later on. There were both positive and negative reviews of the startup page application. Being able to observe the client was a bonus. Okay. There were both positive and negative reviews. In conclusion, there were both positive and negative reviews. In conclusion, there were both positive and negative reviews from the user testing. User testing was continued throughout the app development, and we used the criticism as constructive criticism, and we worked with the user throughout the development process, and used feedback from the user to design the app. So the app was designed for a UE student.
Thank you, Garanga. Major design ideas. Brainstorming. Each group member drew 3 sketches in this process. These are the results of the sketches. Tip sketch, setting sketch, add task sketch, notification sketch, medal sketch, activity type sketch, register screen sketch, welcome screen sketch, and finally calendar view sketch. Affinity diagram. The main ideas of each sketch were obtained and categorized to form the affinity diagram. This picture shows the affinity diagram, and the main ideas were categorized to form 5 categories: user interface, database, pros, cons, and improvement. Selected design ideas. From the 9 sketches drawn, 4 sketches were selected to be used in the application. These were daily tip sketch. This was selected because it is a key feature of our application that distinguishes it from other time management applications, as no other time management application consists of pop-up tips on time management. The register and welcome screen sketches. These were selected as it aided in the user interface and allowed the user to enter key information like the username and selecting a faculty. And finally, add task sketch. This was selected as adding a task is an important feature of this application. Without the ability to add a task, the application would serve no purpose. Moving on. Summary of the final system. This storyboard shows the flow of events of a user creating a task or adding a task. First, there is the register screen where the user enters their username and selects a faculty. Then, after the screen, it goes to the welcome screen, which displays the faculty icon that the user previously selected, and a kind welcome message. Moving on from the welcome screen is the monthly calendar view. This displays, well, the default monthly calendar where the user can select a date or select the image button to add a task. When the user selects a date or the image button, it goes to the task type screen, which allows the user to select a type of task they would like to add. They have the choices of school, party, gym, and general. When they choose the type of task they like to add, it goes to the screen where they enter, where they fill out the information such as start date, end date, start time, and end time. When they select save, it then goes back to the default monthly calendar where they can see the event created. These are the flow of events that allow the user to create a task. Moving on, heuristics evaluation. Each group member analyzed the application with the aim of detecting bugs. There were a wide range of heuristics obtained. However, the top 3 heuristics were lack of help. There were no instructions for the user to follow to carry out tasks such as add, update, delete, or view a task. Lack of feedback. At card view, there were no indication that the tasks have been deleted or updated. Although the user can navigate to the calendar view and see that the task is updated or deleted, there were no feedback provided when the user selects the update or delete button. Finally, the user found it frustrating to keep performing the same step over and over to view a tip. A key iteration is important files to add to events. This includes adding PDFs or images to the note in an event. Another iteration could be alarm notification, as it is important to notify the user when the start time is reached for an event. And finally, fixes in heuristics evaluation. These include providing a brief manual and that provides the user with information on how to perform various tasks that the app provides. This solves the problem of lack of help. Another fix would be providing a toast message that pops up on the screen when the delete or update button is clicked to indicate that the tasks have been updated or deleted. This solves the problem of lack of feedback when the user deletes or updates a task. And a final fix that should be part of the iteration would be including a button labeled next on the pop-up tip, which would allow the user to navigate to a next tip, so the user doesn't have to close the tip button each time they want to view consecutive tips. This reduces overhead, which makes it easier to switch tips. Finally, the end. But wait, is it really the end? No, it's only the beginning. Because this time management app have the potential to change the lives of students, not only in the University of the West Indies, but in the world. Thank you. And here we are.